Alright, I am back with part 2 of the Necromancer series, and well, last time it didn't end too well. We were sold into slavery, forced to fight in the arena, and when we didn't win, they threw us out into the desert to die. For I am the Necrolord. We cannot be killed off that easily. We have nothing but the cloth on our body. They have stolen everything from me. We have no magic powers. We have no undead army, but that is not going to stop us. So the plan is simple. We are going to try and get to this settlement here, and we're going to have to see what gear we can afford. We're on limited funds, so I can't imagine it's going to be the best, but we need something if we're going to survive. If we can succeed in step 1, we can move on to step 2 of the plan, which will be to navigate our way north and make it back to the Dread Realms. We have quite the journey ahead of ourselves, but we need to get back to the Undead lands in order to rebuild our army. And if we somehow manage to pull that off, we will move on to step 3 of the plan, which is to get clan tier 2 so we can get an even bigger army, and then move on to step 4 of the plan, which will be going to the Elven Kingdoms and seeing what's inside this hideout. That's the goal from last episode, and well, as you can tell, we didn't quite achieve it. But enough of that, it is time to get started. There's no point planning all these steps ahead if I can't even complete step 1. Well, we have made it to the settlement, and sadly there is no magic here other than this energy ball, and well, we can't exactly afford that. It's a little out of my budget, but that being said, just when I thought this mod was insane last time, look at the kind of mounts being sold in this area. We've got dinosaurs and rhinos. What's going on? There's a bull. Maybe we need to level up our riding skill, to be honest with you. No more running around on foot. I want to ride like a rhino. I mean, even here we got this wild horse, and I'm pretty sure it's just a zebra. I mean, they call it a wild horse, but it just looks like a zebra. I mean, yeah. So either way, I think we're going to start leveling up our riding skill so I can be the Necrolord on top of my mighty mount. Well, it's not ideal, but it's the best we're going to have for now. I have bought myself a sickle and a shield. Oh man, how the Necrolord has fallen, eh? But don't worry, I am sure, like a phoenix, we will rise from the ashes and once again reclaim the title of Necrolord. But for now, I am going to rest here. We need to heal before we begin our journey to the Dread Realms. But we have successfully completed step 1 of the plan. Before we begin our journey north, I decided to revisit the shop once more since it's been a couple of days. We have now picked up a horse. It's the most basic horse we can get. It's really not that good, but it's just so we can start leveling up our riding skill. I've bought the cheapest saddle they were selling, and I bought some body armor, so it's at least better than our rags. And yeah, it's an interesting design, I won't lie. But yeah, the Necrolord is gonna rock it, and we are gonna start traveling north. Even though the horse that we bought is probably the worst horse in the game, the good news is it gives us +2 speed, which means our journey north should be a little easier if we run into any slavers or cultists or anything really. Well, our journey is taking a little longer than expected. It turns out I can't just run north in a straight line. These mountains prevent us from doing that, so we had to run through here and go through this little gate on the side. And now we can continue our journey north. Well, this hasn't quite gone to plan. I was moving too fast on the map, and as a result we run straight into some bandits. Maybe we can pay them off. I don't have a lot of cash, but I'd rather that than being sold back into the arena with absolutely nothing to my name again. We're just going to have to be a bit more careful, I think. There's a lot of primitives around. Oh, and there's some cultists. Like I said, we're just going to have to be careful. And we have done it. We have finally made it back to the Dread Realms, and we can start rebuilding our army. And there goes all of our gold. In 2 days' time, I am going to be bankrupt, and we've only managed to rebuild half the army. We're going to have to find some bandits or something, maybe a quest. Well, we're not exactly in a good position right now. I am on the verge of being bankrupt, and the men are on the verge of starving. Apparently, skeletons are a hungry bunch. But there is one thing that may save us. There is a tournament in the nearby settlement. If we can win this, we'll at least get something. We'll get some zombie plate armor if we can pull off the victory. Its stats are okay. I'm not too sure if it's valuable and worth selling or whether we'll just end up using it. And you've given me a bow to start off. Alright. We have to pull off the win somehow, lads. I've missed every arrow. Okay, there we go. We got ourselves a hit. It's something at least. There we go. That's another kill. Oh, no. The cavalry's going to be a pain. They always are. If I keep shooting the horse, he'll die sooner or later. And then once the guy falls off that horse, he'll soon be dead. Can I line up a shot? Oh, he can! He pulls off the winning headshot. Alright, this time it's a free-for-all and we have some throw-in axes. This guy's going to waste all of his, and then when he gets near, I'm going to take advantage of mine. Eat one of these, my friend. And have another one for... Oh, okay, we missed. That wasn't ideal. We still have one left, though. And it's going straight between this guy's eyes. That worked. We actually called out the killing blow for once. This time we just have a straightforward 1v1. We do have hatchets, so the shield should fall pretty quick. He shouldn't be able to block for too much longer, I don't think. Come on, man. His shield didn't break in all that time, yet mine is like 3 hits from breaking. Wait a minute, it turns out this entire time I could have put my entire fortune on the line? Oh, why didn't we do this sooner? Either way, we can win 2 gold from this battle. We're fighting a zombie. The zombie has a fairly big head, I won't lie, lads. I mean, look at the size of that man's noggin. Either way, I'm going to hack his skull off one way or another. You are falling to the Necrolord, my friend. And that is it. We have won the tournament. We won the 16 gold from betting, and we got ourselves some armor. I didn't realize without betting, there's actually no gold. The only prize is the armor. The armor itself is worth 700 gold, but it is better than ours. So I'm going to wear it, and I'm going to sell the armor I just bought. That'll get us 200 gold, which will pay the men's wages, and I probably should have bought some food. Oh no, they have a Necromancer staff! No! How could they show me something like that? It's a weapon tier 6 as well, so it's probably one of the strongest staffs in this mod. Damn you, game. Damn you. I'm gonna have to save up 30,000. We have been tasked with finding this man's daughter, and he's offering 600 gold. It's better than nothing. We are basically becoming an odd job man now, but I don't think we have much choice at the moment. We have received word that the daughter is hiding down by this lake. We're gonna go investigate though. I really do need some shoes. I mean, I don't know why the Necrolord is running around like he's a damn hobbit or something. But we're in the snow as well, so I imagine it's fairly cold. Unlike the hobbits, I don't have hairy feet. Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. Hang on a minute. Has his daughter run off with a skeleton? Or is the skeleton his daughter? I'm assuming that's the daughter. And that's who she's run off with. Oh great, they're in love. Of course. I've run into some weird-ass skeleton, like, love triangle thing. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I would do the right thing and just let you both go on your merry way. But there's gold involved, and I'm poor, alright? We have managed to pull off a success in step 1. Can we get another point? There's a 45% chance here. Critical success. No one has to die this day, and I get my money. This is great. Well, cheerio, it was nice doing business. Well, for some reason, every time I complete that quest, when I return back to the world map, my game crashes. So we're not going to be able to complete it and get the gold. We're going to have to find another way to earn money. Oh man, this isn't ideal. And now we found ourselves some primitives. Oh, they're cannibals. Okay. I mean, do we stand a chance against an army of cannibals? Probably not. So we're just going to back it up. Then again, we're skeletons. We don't have any meat on our bones, so they're not exactly going to eat us. Although they might make, like, I don't know, like a nice bone broth or something. So I guess we'll continue to keep our distance. I am that desperate for gold, I have become a criminal smuggling grapes. Just for 650 gold as well. We need to make it to this settlement over here, deliver the grapes, and get the money. Imagine becoming a criminal for grapes of all things. I could have stole something better or something, you know? Alright, my friend, these grapes better be damn worth it. I have become a criminal for you. Yep, here are the grapes as we agreed. Thankfully, my men did not eat them on the way. That would have been awkward. But now that we have 700 gold, we're going to have to buy some food again. We can start recruiting more troops. Well, we have managed to recruit our way back up to full strength, but with that comes an increased wage cost. We now only have, well, less than 6 days' wages. This isn't ideal, but I mean, well, we got 5 days to turn that around. Maybe we can find some cultists and earn a bit of renown as well as gold. I have managed to find a small squad of cannibals. There are only 14 of them, and the game actually reckons my skeleton army can take them out. My friend, are you not cold? I mean, I don't know about you, but if I was wearing that in this weather, I'd be pretty cold myself. But either way, we're going to take these out, hopefully earn a bit of gold. And, well, we'll have to take a look at how much renown we get as well, because we're going to have to work our way to 50. We are on step 3 of my plan. Oh no, the cannibals are throwing things at us. Alright, those of you who have shields, shield up, men. Shield up. Those of you who don't, well, just hope for the best, I guess. Alright, attack, men! Attack! We have number advantage! Surely we can win this battle. I'll ride in there. Well, I don't have the ideal weapon for horseback. Maybe we can loot one of those spears from the cannibals. Where do you think you're going, my friend? No one survives this battle. Not even my horse is that fast. The guy is on foot and we're barely keeping up. There we go. The sickle took him down eventually. Did we lose any men? We did lose 2 with 1 wounded. That's really not a lot of renown, but I don't really expect much, to be honest with you. We've got ourselves a skull mask. We'll take that. We got ourselves some javelins. That'll work for now until I can get my staff. We also got a spear. I'll equip it just because I'm on horseback for the time being, so it might actually be of use for now. That's a ripped monkey jaw. Let me just equip that a sec. I would not want to meet the monkey that jaw came from. Selling all the battle loot has got us a further 400 gold. I do have 2 prisoners, but I can't imagine cannibals are worth a lot. Yep. They're the low of the low, 5 gold each. We do have a gang quest here, which we could take part in. That might fetch us a bit of gold. We've just got to hang around for 2 days until the gang is assembled. And we're then going to go and make our move, beat up the other gang, and make some gold in the process, I hope. Well, it looks like the gang has assembled and it is time to make our move. Well, we ended up crashing inside the gang fight as well, so I don't know if there's some kind of bug going on with like town quests, but we're going to have to avoid that one as well. Ah, man, it looks like we're just going to have to stick to the old-fashioned beat up whoever's on the map, and we'll just move on that way, I guess. Oh, never mind, we got ourselves another tournament. I don't know what the prize is going to be. Oh, okay. We can get some shoulder pads to go along with our zombie armor. I mean, I would have preferred some boots or preferably some money or something of more use to me. But I mean, well, we don't really have any shoulder pads, so I guess it's of some use. But this time, I have enough gold that we can actually bet. So if we can win, that would be great. Alright, he's got a cheeky hit on me to start. Not ideal. But I refuse to fall in battle. Especially to the undead. I am the Necrolord, ruler of the undead. Huh. Thanks to that man for showing me I have some throwing axes. And we're now finding ourselves in a 2v1, which isn't ideal, to be honest with you. If I can eliminate one of them, there we go, and chop. Huh, we've won round 1. This time I only have a spear and shield, which really isn't great. I'm not really a fan of spear. Oh no, we might actually lose this one. Alright. If I can hold up the shield long enough. Okay, not ideal. Not ideal. I'm just trying to get the axe. I just want the axe. No, I just needed the damn axe. Alright, it's a 2v3. I hope we don't get eliminated because I've bet a load of money on this. I'd hate to lose it, but it's not looking good, I won't lie. It's really not looking good for us. And now it's a 3v1. It's really not looking good. And we have been eliminated from the tournament. I was so confident. I put 300 gold on the line. And for what? For nothing. And now we are bankrupt once again. I have 2 days to try and find money from somewhere in order to pay the men. Hold on. Cannibals. This might be our savior. We're pretty much equal in number, but we still have the upper hand. Oh man, could this be it? Could the cannibals actually be my savior? We're gonna have to defeat them first, and I mean that's, with my skeletons, that's well, that's a challenge in itself. I now have 3 archers in my army, and I don't know why, but they all look like they have Megamind skulls with these helmets, as mentioned last time. Maybe they have skulls like that because they need the intellect to use a bow. Either way, lads, the enemy are that close and only now you're firing. They're close enough to throw javelins at us. These archers are terrible. I have javelins of my own. I'll throw in... Did I just unicorn my own horse? How have I done that? I don't know what to say. That is actually like a skill within itself. I mean, how do you unicorn your own horse with a javelin? That's another kind of like special, that is. Alright. Either way, we put the rest of the javelins to good use. We do have a spear as well. But I don't think I'm going to have to use it. We managed to get 1,000 gold from that battle. I mean, it's not amazing, but it'll keep us going for quite a while. But we might have to move on to tougher opponents. We might have to find the cultists wherever they're hiding. Oh, a city-state is no more. I don't know what happened to them. But, well, rip, I guess. Oh, undead folk. Huh. We can attack our own kind for battle loot. Well, he's a big lad. He goes off the screen. And we've got to put a stop to him. The undead army managed to group up with another undead army. So now they actually outnumber us. And the power levels are equal. Not ideal, but we're going to have to just go with it. I don't know what's happening to that head on his waist. It's a little bit morphed, but hey yo, we'll just roll with it. Thankfully, they didn't get to these ones because, well, if they joined in as well, they would have outpowered us and we probably would have ended up being another prisoner again. Alright, lads, there are now 5 of you and 1 of you, oh, actually 2 of you are upgraded. I expect a better performance this time. The men are actually starting to look a bit like an army. As we're tearing them up slowly, more of them have shields and armor and actual weapons. So overall, we're getting there. It's still a work in progress, but we are making progress. That's the main thing. As for the undead, I was not expecting them to have cavalry, to be honest with you. That's thrown me off a little bit, I won't lie. Alright, infantry. Actually, archers, you're going to have to pull back, lads. And infantry, hold position, men. Alright, well, not a lot is happening. We've kind of just hit each other in the shield wall. As for kill feed, again, not a lot is happening. It's a slow battle, but I'm sure we'll get there eventually. You know what they say, lads, slow and steady wins the race. Although that being said, the kill feed's looking a bit red, lads. What's going on? Alright, you know what? Everyone, charge! We're starting to lose. Well, I'm not too sure who's come out the winner, to be honest with you. I think it's them. They've actually cut down my entire army. Well, that's less than ideal. I've got no choice but to just run laps around them, and well, we'll have to just kill them off one by one, I guess. I'll catch you in a bit, lads. This might be a hell of a grind. That's another cavalry gone. How did we lose to a man with a pitchfork? Is my army that bad? Either way, all of the cavalry has been taken down. We're just going to keep running circles, prodding them in the head. Well, we got there in the end. It was a bit of a grind, but we have defeated the undead army. Half my army is dead, the other half wounded. We barely made it out alive. We did get 5 renown. Was it worth it? Well, I guess it depends on if we get captured straight after this fight. Hold on a minute. We've actually looted a real weapon. I have a sword again. And not only that, but I've taken their feet. And, well, I'm now wearing waxed zombie feet. Not ideal, but yeah. Maybe that's what happens if you go barefoot in the snow, lads. That's a bit of frostbite right there. We have found ourselves a better horse, though. An actual undead one. It has less hit points, but it's a proper war mount, and it's faster. That's the main thing, speed. We now have to try and make it back to safety with not a single fighting man in my army. I'm wounded. Well, actually, we have one man. One man is preventing us from being captured right now. You know what? I think we're safe. If they let us into this castle, we can just wait here until we fully recover. There's no point risking our life trying to get to a settlement. Okay, I think we should be safe now. We just need to recruit some more men to recover the ones that we lost. We need to sell all of our battle loot, which should fetch a decent price because I think the loot wasn't too bad. Okay, it wasn't as good as I thought it'd be. It was only 1,000 gold, but I mean, it's probably better than nothing. And we can buy ourselves a zombie horse for only 69 gold. And it's better than ours in every single way. You know what? Don't mind if I do. Look at that magnificent beast in the background. I didn't know horses had fangs, but I guess this one does. Well, I thought I'd take a look at the saddles to see if we could find something for our zombie horse. And while I'm here, I've noticed there's a bear mount, a deer, a cannibal dog. Oh man, we really need to like run into some of this stuff. Like I mentioned in part 1, I can see myself doing a ton of playthroughs with this mod with all the different factions. But either way, it looks like we're riding our zombie horse bareback. As for becoming a wizard once again, well, we found ourselves a fire crystal magic wand, which is only 1,300, so we could buy it right now. But I don't really want to, mainly because, well, we'll lose all of our funds and there's no spell to go with it. There's these energy balls, but I don't have 10,000 gold for them. If only it was the mystic energy we had before, then maybe I would just buy it out of the way. But yeah, there's not really much I can do yet, lads. But it won't be long before we get our magic back, I promise. Well, we have managed to rebuild the army back to full strength, and we have a decent bit of money saved up. The only thing that's stopping us now is the renown. We don't have enough for clan tier 1. So as for step 1 of the plan, which was to make it to that settlement and get weapons, that was a success. Step 2, return back to the Dread Realms, was a success. Step 3 of getting the clan tier was a bit of a fail. We did make progress, but we haven't achieved it. And well, step 4 was to make our way to the hideout once we had built our army up to about 40-50 men. So I think what we're going to do next time is we're going to finish off the last of the renown grind. We're going to get that up to 50. It shouldn't take too long. We are just going to have to run around and farm cultists. I don't really think there's anything else I can do. It's either that or farm in tournaments. If we do go for the tournament approach, I won't show them all because, I mean, unless the loot is good, I'll show you what we might win. But otherwise, it's just going to be a bit of a grind. But yeah, next time, we're going to double the size of our army. And we're going to then attempt to make it back to this hideout so we can progress in the actual storyline. Because if we take a look, it is the proper Realms Forgotten quest. And as this is our first playthrough of the mod, I thought it'd be interesting to see what the actual storyline is. So yep, that is the plan for the next part. I hope you enjoyed part 2 of the Necromancer series, and as always, a big thank you to the Gwagles members for your continued support. And until next time, see ya.